and move it where the very start of your leg is going to be. We'll start about right. I'm going to go a little bit more up because I would like this from here to be the thigh bone, the start of the thigh bone. So this will actually be starting up here, and move it so it's about the center of the leg. This can actually go just a little bit more down. Alright, so this is the start of the leg, but you could say that this is more accurately the hip. This is also a hip, but you could say this is like where the ball and socket of the hip would go. And now it's time to draw the leg, or the thigh. Draw a child bone. Come out here to where the knee ends, and now you have your thigh bone. Deselect that. Come back up here. Like I said, watch the orientation, because all of it's, you can say that this is now apparent because it has a bone right here. Get to that in a minute. This is a nice orientation still. We don't have to change anything. Let's go ahead and name this item. Rename. Right hip. Go ahead and call that right hip ball. This bone, the reason we have a hip and another hip is he has a large kind of stomach area, and we want a nice clean movement, especially when the hips go back and forth. So this will take on most of the movement, unlike if it was just coming back and forth here. Some of this polygons wouldn't really find any area to twist with, and it could end up looking pretty ugly. It's the same thing if you have a large chest or anything in that nature. It's good to have an extra bone. Rename. Right thigh. Set up. Draw child bone. Come down. Draw child bone. This might be where the start here of the foot is, but we're going to actually cut right into the foot and go in the middle of the foot. There. We will not be creating a small bone that goes down, just one single shin bone. Item, rename, shin. Set up, draw child bone. We're going to be stopping right here where the toes meet, because this is your foot bone, but then we went a bone that the toes can rotate around. So just add another bone, deselect by pressing spacebar, and rename. Rename. This is your foot, and these are your toes. Alright, we have the start of our leg. Now what's nice is we don't have to restart one here. You can go ahead and select this bone where all the rest of them are parent to. Go to setup, down to here to mirror hierarchy, select that, and go to replace string. What we're going to replace is these have all R's in them for right. So now we want right to be replaced with L for left. Select OK. Alright, and you have your other foot done. Another thing I like to do, if we go to scene editor and open it, go to the start of your bones, right click, go to expand child recursive. Opens everything up. Everything with an L, select, click this bone right here, and I like to make it a blue, and then select everything with right. I like to make it white. Everything that goes down the middle, I like it to be pink or magenta. And the very last thing is go to the janitor hero. Excuse me. Select the box, make it black. There. Now you can see your bones clearly. You know where they're going. And so we missed one. This one should also be magenta. Alright. Let's keep going. Select the center of gravity again. Draw a child bone. And draw one straight up. Go ahead and move it. This is your spine start. Let's go ahead and name that, rename spine start. Now we're going to be drawing the spine. Set up, draw child bone. We'll be drawing 1, 2, about where the chest is, right here. Just a little before it. That's good. This is the chest area. We want a really small one right here that will be doing most of the chest bending. It's nice to have it small, it doesn't have to be large. So here we have the chest. Here's the neck, so stop just a little before that. Bone for the neck, just like the foot, where even though it would stop here, you want to cut into the actual head. And then draw a child bone, one for the head. There. Right. Let's name and color these. Item, rename. Belly. Name. This we're just going to call a schlump because it's the one that can make you, move. Or we can just call it chest rod for rotation. Name. Chest. Rename. Neck. Rename. Hip. Alright. Sorry if I'm moving too fast. But let's go ahead and start with the hand. Alright. Set up. Draw a child bone. I always like to start with the right side, just personal preference.